everybody, welcome back to Saguenay Valley's ESL Corner. Today we are going to be doing a segment on phrasal verbs, or also called two-word verbs. In English, those can be a little difficult for students to use because phrasal verbs or two-word verbs are difficult to practice, also difficult to sometimes understand, and difficult to use them correctly. So today I will show you the logic with phrasal verbs, and I will give you some examples. So phrasal verbs, they are difficult because they are considered idioms or expressions. So they are not always literal. Sometimes they are more figurative, depending on the expression that you use. The second element to find a phrasal verb, to identify it as this type of expression, it is a verb plus a preposition that always go together, and they must be together for the sentence or for the expression to make sense. The other concept with phrasal verbs, a little more difficult, is the idea of separable or inseparable. I have a few examples here for this concept, but it is the idea that some phrasal verbs you can separate, so you can remove the preposition from the verb and it still makes sense. And some of them are inseparable, meaning that you cannot separate the preposition from the verb. Again, I have some examples. And the final, maybe the most important for phrasal verbs, they are verbs. So it is important to conjugate them when necessary. On the board, I have 3 different examples that practice some of these elements. The first one, we have tomorrow, so simple future. So here I conjugate it with will. So tomorrow I will get on the bus. Get on is a phrasal verb that is considered inseparable. So get plus on, they need to be together with the object after for this to make sense. Because, example, but not correct, tomorrow I will get the bus on. That doesn't mean anything in English. So this one is impossible to separate. For example number 2, you have an example of a separable phrasal verb. Turn off. Turn off, if you want, like turn on, turn off, you can separate and put your object pronoun in the center. Here, turn the lights off. Perfect. Turn off the lights, also no problem. In this example here that you have with turn off, you can also replace your direct object with an object pronoun. Turn them off, them plural because lights plural. The third example that I have, you have a phrasal verb that has 2 prepositions. As I mentioned, typically verb plus 1 preposition, but sometimes you can have 2. Example here, I put up with her every day. So here you have 3 examples with 3 different verb conjugations and 3 different ideas that we have here on the board. Hopefully this clarifies a little phrasal verbs for you, or two-word verbs. As usual, these take a lot of practice and practice and practice for you as a student to be comfortable. If you want more practice, you can check our video where we do a small conversation with phrasal verbs, which will be either up here or down in the link below. So leave a comment if you want and like this video as well. And if you would like to subscribe, that would be very lovely. And we will see you next time in our next either conversation segment or grammar segment. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.